Hello， 大家好，这里是平南部宅电玩。上一次我很窝囊的在潜行的时候被抓包，不过我后来终于知道为什么了。大家还记得上一次我们发现了一个会发光的筒子？没错，真的类似于陷阱啦。就是我原本还以为里面会有什么东西可以拿，结果跑过去碰它，就把它弄倒了，所以吸引来警卫，所以才让我曝光。这就是上一次失败的总结，好吧？至少学到一次教训，不是所有发光的东西都是可以捡的。好，现在该走了。
Not short. The commandant owes me several weeks' pay.
So come back when you have it.
Turned me away at the door, the bastard.
抱歉啦，
Not me. Piss off.
都是因为我潜行失败了。
We'll meet later. Don't forget your weapons on the way out.
哦，对，我的武器。什么？好吧，那现在要干嘛？
I tell him, I'm taking your pounds.
巨章鱼怪，我现在要去旅店打探消息。但是我还有这些支线任务的合约还没有结。然后对了，我后来确定了，就是猎鬼这种合约产出怪物的话，必须先去找相关书籍。那要去哪里找相关书籍啊？
Oh, warlock!
What then?
He got a bolt in the back.
这我居然都没拿吗？
Lads, I was thinking about what you got.
旅店在这里。Hello.
Welcome.
哦，我们的两位朋友。
Stay away from me.
Damn, that was close. Innkeep, vodka.
Triss Marigold. Lice eat me, but you are a treat to behold. Just a little pale.
Magic takes its toll, but I'll be all right. Good to see you in your beard again.
Can somebody tell me what happened? You set off a month ago for Zoltan's wedding.
That got fucked. There will be no wedding.
Did you hear about Foltest?
Rumors travel faster than the wind.
Winds and rumors. I want to know the truth.
I want to know how Foltest died. And the dragon, was there really one there? And who rules Temeria now?
Dandelion, calm down. You'll choke on your liquor.
对啊 ，Triss 告诉我被逮捕之后到底发生了什么事。
Triss, you're the expert on Temeria. Tell us who's in charge now.
It's chaotic and getting worse. The old families are fighting for supremacy, no holds barred.
Baron Kimbalt and Count Marivelle, I bet.
Among others. After the assassination, while Geralt was in the dungeon, the lords convened in a field near Lavalette Castle to choose a new ruler. 3 days they debated, and it looked more like a bazaar than a meeting of nobles. Except the trade was in court and ministry positions, spheres of influence, royal privileges.
Humans.
In spite of several duels and 2 poisonings, no king was chosen. Civil war was in the air.
Where were the mages?
Aye. Where were the grey eminences of this world when they were truly needed?
They weren't invited. Neither was I. But if not for their intervention, or rather that of a few influential sorceresses, Baron Kimbolt would have taken the throne.
I was invited to sing at his court once. Afterwards, he refused to pay me, and the food was awful. No way I'll stay in Temeria if he's crowned.
听起来是个糟糕的国王。
Did they ultimately resolve anything?
No, it ended as usual. Sadly, John Natalis remains our only hope.
Ah, the victor at Brenna, and Foltest's most tried and true field commander.
And during the deliberations, he was several days' march from Lavalette lands, with an additional 2,000 armed men in tow. He's to keep the peace until a rightful monarch is chosen.
He could find that ruling is to his liking.
Natalis is a soldier at heart. He's not suited to rule, and I don't believe he even wants to.
He's got the army behind him.
Which is why he can guarantee peace. Well, a tenuous one, sure, but that's always better than civil war. Besides which, he's deeply in debt to a dwarven bank in which Philippa Eilhart, as sorceress, holds significant stake.
对啊，够多政治口水了。
I think I've heard enough about politics.
关于国王，
Foltest's killer lay in wait in the tower, where the Lavalettes had hidden the royal bastards. He was well informed.
Wait a minute, what were you doing there?
I was protecting the king. After the first attempt, Foltest began treating me as his lucky charm. He ordered me to be at his side during the battle. The dragon separated us from the rest of the army. The killer disguised himself as a monk, a blind one at that. He let Foltest greet his children, waited until I had walked off, then cut the king's throat from ear to ear.
How did he flee?
Jumped out a window into the river below. Yor with Skoyatel were waiting in a boat. It was planned.
And you're chasing him because he murdered the king?
I was accused of the murder. I need to clear my name. Besides, I looked him in the eye before he escaped. He's a witcher. Then some brave Temerian soldiers showed up, piled on me, and knocked me out.
Save yourselves, good folk! The beast attacks!
We better get out there. Someone's casting spells.
哦，章鱼巨怪出现了。他不是那个刚刚在指挥官房间里面的女术士吗？
What sort of sorceress are you? A lot of good you did. Can't you hear me? Why didn't you help him?
He's alive, isn't he?
The beast nearly pulled him in the water while you stood staring like a calf at a shit-covered clover.
Watch your words.
Where's this beast?
Ask her.
Geralt.
Ah, I guess we knew each other.
Oh, look here. Birds of a feather.
Let's say I've heard of you.
Master Witcher, this is foolish. The beast near pulled Sozek into the depths, and you're simply chatting with this damsel.
All right. What happened?
I came to Flotsam to kill the Kairan,
Kairan?
the monster that has effectively blocked the port. A moment ago, I had the good fortune to see it in all its splendor, but the local folk scared it away.
Good fortune? You hear that, Sozek? That was some good fortune for you.
Why's the beast in the port all of a sudden, eh? Summoned by the witch, perchance?
To see it in all its splendor.
Sozek doesn't look too good. Lay him inside somewhere.
哦。
Right, we've dawdled enough already. Come on, lads, let's go.
What's this? I was ready for a rumble there.
Shut it, and come on.
I apologize for interrupting, but I am Louis Merce, and I am chief person in charge of all matters related to monster hunting in Flotsam. It is in this capacity that I must inquire if you're willing to attempt to resolve the problem of our so-called Kairan, the beast that now blocks all trade traffic on the river.
So, Witcher, are we willing?
I usually work alone.
I was here first, and I'll not relinquish this contract. My way or the highway, as the locals put it.
Fine. Your way it is.
You must contact the merchants on the waterfront as regards any rewards. Madame de Tanseville has, I believe, already conducted some preliminary negotiations.
That I have.
In that case, don't let me keep you.
Triss, how long must I wait for you to introduce us?
Sheila de Tanserville, advisor to Queen Zulika of Kovir.
Kovir's a long way north.
True. I had my doubts if the Kairan was worth the journey, but those were dispelled with what it showed today.
Here to hunt down some ingredients?
Triss Merigold. Sharp as ever.
You're thinking that...
Troll eyes, ghoul venom, virgin's blood, all those disgusting marvels we take from dying species to throw into the cauldron at Sabbaths. Right, Triss?
Absolutely. Virgins are a dying breed.
Oh my. Your sense of humor seems to be intact too. But enough of these pleasantries. Tell me, Geralt, you saw the tentacle. What do you make of it all?
The beast must be huge. Maybe inhabited one of the Pontar's tributaries before, hunting animals. Then it grew for some reason, and hunger drove it to seek fresh pastures.
And on the Pontar it found trade barges burgeoning with obese, slow-moving merchants. You're hardly correct. Cedric claims the Kairan emerged from the northern swamps approximately 1 month past.
Cedric?
An elf. Formerly a Scoia'tael. Strange bird. But he knows quite a bit about the area and its living wonders.
I need to look around, find out a few things.
An investigation. Witchers' rituals, extracting secrets and such.
More or less. I'll talk to the merchants about the reward, pay Cedric a visit and get back to you.
You'll find me at the inn. I've rented lodgings there, on the upper floor.
You know the inn's also a horror house.
哦，真的吗？
Thanks for the warning.
哦，那我势必得去拜访一下啦。哈哈。雨赛追客交谈。好，我应该会去，但是，哦对，还要先跟商人谈价嘛。看一下，所以我现在有好几个怪物要杀。我得想办法找出那些书在哪里。这里难不成有书店或图书馆之类的吗？
Lads, listen up. What is it now, new boy?
That prick Laredo's
got his
nose up.
What do you want?
Heard you have a problem.
Ah, if only we had just one. Highways washed out, forests full of bandits, a river beast blocks the port, and tolls that arise.
Can't help with the tolls, but the monster's a possibility.
A sorceress said the same, but we've yet to see any results.
She's asked me to work with her.
And who's to pay your wage?
Nia?
That's what I'm here to discuss.
The sorceress was to manage alone. You can split that reward if you wish.
双倍价。
Well, we're managing it together now, so as I see it, you should double the reward.
You jest.
让我们再用一次我们的法术吧。
You'll double what you offered Lady de Tanzeville, because that's what the contract's worth.
So be it. I assume you to be professionals and worth every last copper paid to you.
It's a deal. Now tell me what you know about the beast.
You're the Witcher, damn it! I've no knowledge of these things.
Who could tell me more?
That ploughing elf, Cedric, most probably. He's supposed to know all about monsters.
Where can I find him?
In the village, outside the walls. Now leave me
小
be.
村庄。
Bah! You'd think he was faultist himself, parading among his lessers.
Glad we made the deal.
True enough. Sometimes you just gotta grit your teeth and bite back later.
不然去铁匠那边看看好了，也许他会有书。上次去的时候没仔细看。
I always say.
是往这边吗？
Well, well, I had an inkling and it didn't disappoint me. It was a long voyage to this cesspit, but it's about to make sense. Foltest's killer, live and in person. How are you? Happy and healthy?
Can't complain.
I am delighted, really. But you see, it's a long way back to Vasima, and I'd rather not dawdle. I lost a load of time looking for you.
No reason to waste any more talking then. Bon voyage.
Listen, Jester. You're worth
我
more
发
to
现
me
杰洛特还
alive,
蛮嘴
but
炮
if
的。
need be, I will take you back as a corpse. You choose.
All right. Give it a shot.
Drop your sword and put your hands together, or I'll not vouch for what...
Shut up. Go ahead. Try to kill me.
We've got a wanted man here. Grab him, boys.
来试试看魅惑。
No need to fear those
Shit.
witches' tricks. I've got a stone.
我施展错误。
We've got a wanted man here. Grab him, boys.
哦，已经失效了！天哪，时间还真短。那来一个，
No need to fear those witches' tricks. I've got a turtle stone. He's worth a bundle. Don't fuck this up.
过来啊！敢惹我，拒不令。还有吗？木质横木绳梯，不知道干嘛用的。
Disperse. Go home.
对，我刚刚说要去铁匠那里。 我现在在哪里？在这里。
Watch it, Witcher. What was that?
到底在哪里？我走错方向了。应该说，我到底要怎么到这里？
Where might you be going?
What kind of question is that? Anyway, know where I can find an elf named Cedric?
Don't get involved in this.
You did turn pale when we met Sheila.
You must have imagined that.
你不想说就算了。
Never mind. I'll find out for myself.
How?
We're going hunting together, right after I find Cedric.
Well, then let's go see him. He should be at the top of his observation tower.
好吧，虽然这不是我的本意，但是既然来了
I'll be damned.
In Belk. It'll be nearly a year now.
Moril would delight in a day like this, Saharim. Enjoy the memory of her. Don't wallow in the longing.
I try. I do. But I cannot believe all the bad blood this disappearance has bred.
Don't let other Shay poison your memory of her. Hatred is but an outlet for helplessness.
Thank you, Cedric. Vafael.
Vafael.
Hey, Cedric.
Are you Cedric?
Who asks?
Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, the Witcher. And?
Triss Marigold.
Lovely scent, Triss.
Cedric, look at me.
What do you want, Geralt of Rivia?
Oh. 先问对方来历好了。
Who exactly are you?
One who warns humans against the dangers that lurk in the forest.
Care to clarify?
I am old, even for an elf. Yet the forest is older. I've lived in it for years and understand it, though it's nothing I can explain. At times I make mistakes and people don't come home.
So you help humans?
I just know if it's safe to venture beyond the gates or not.
The elf woman you were talking about. How did she disappear?
Saharim believes the forest took her.
What do you believe?
Moril simply vanished, almost a year ago now. Some say she was too beautiful, and Dwan must have harmed her.
You believe that?
If I have no evidence before me, I try to trust my feelings. And they tell me the forest did not take her.
Why would you keep that from Saharim?
Because it's meaningless. Perhaps she was murdered, perhaps she departed on her own, never to return. She's gone, and neither I nor Saharim can reverse that.
What are the Scoia'tael fighting for?
Do you ask about the old ones, who hoped to restore our race to its previous glory? Or about the young ones, who fight for survival and out of suicidal revenge?
Yorvith's warriors. Which mold do they fit?
They believe they are still independent, and that there is but one just way to view their cause. In truth, however, they're but a shadow of the Enche's former glory. They cling to delusions to the very moment when a sword or a noose ends their life, or until they realize the truth themselves, which is, I believe, the worst.
好吧，进入正题。
I aim to kill the Karen. Heard you might be able to help.
That depends on the sort of aid you seek.
I need information.
We should have killed it years ago. Now I don't know. The beast has become too large for the riverbed, and it has strange growths on its tentacles, extremely thick skin. Previously, it inhabited a swamp along one of the Pontar's tributaries. Completely wild terrain. Even the Scoia'tael don't venture there. You should go see the wreck of the boat it recently sank. Inspect any traces it's left. See the destruction.
Where's this wreck?
Venture south into the forest, then turn east toward the river. You'll find the ruins of a bridge erected long ago by the Enche. The wreck lies at their foot.
Thanks, Cedric.
You'll find me by the boat wreck.
哦，你要直接过去哦。
Sure you're not overusing those.
然后你要抛下我。唉。
I need to make a few orens. You wouldn't happen to have a job for a witcher, would you?
There's never a shortage of work for a witcher in this forest. It's positively teeming with beasts. Though I'm not surprised they come here in droves.
Know why that is?
Cursed places attract all sorts of scum, like dung attracts flies. There was once a great house in the clearing. They locked up lunatics there. During the war with Nilfgaard, it was raised in a fire. The lunatics broiled in their cells. The ruins remain cursed to this day. 2 daredevils went off to explore the ruins recently. They haven't been seen since.
A great house, you say. Tell me more about the building itself.
It was an old manor house that was converted into a mental institution. There was no shortage of lunatics in wartime. They just kept coming. Reverend Mercier locked them up in there and looked after them. If you find the 2 people lost in the ruins of the mental asylum, you stand to be handsomely rewarded by them or their families.
听起来不错。
No harm in trying.
落入狂人之手，寻找医院的废墟。
I'm looking to hunt in this area, and I could use some advice.
I'm no witcher. I set traps, snares, try to keep neckers away from Lobindon. That's all.
I'm aiming a little higher than neckers.
The old man? Meaning the Karen? Finally, Laredo's splurged.
我也得处理孽鬼问题，因为我有拿到那个合约。
You witchers know your work. But if you pay me, I can prepare a useful trap.
What kind of trap?
Puncturing trap, immobilizing trap, even decoys to pull monsters into an ambush. Whatever you like. Since I can easily finish off an ensnared necker, it should be child's play for you.
或许吧。
Maybe I'll come back when you're sober.
You witches live a long life. You may indeed get to see that day.
好吧，我看一下他可以帮我们打咒什么。这是陷阱。我现在没有正确的材料。看你卖什么。哦，他有卖巨章鱼怪陷阱的工艺图、蓝图。哦，所以我可以自己看一下276。我靠！哎，看来我没拿到那个陷阱，真的很伤。现在我自己要做一个 好吧，我先卖给你一些没用的废物好了。这个我不知道到底是它归类为杂物，但是到底会不会用到啊？算了，卖掉。不需要，不需要。呵呵，不用，不用。哦，差不多就这样。他说叫我们去找那个巨章鱼怪巢穴，要前往森林，但是我觉得森林目前对我来讲还太过危险，所以我先去解一些其他支线任务好了。Cedric， 这位老精灵为了不明原因而选择居住在人类殖民地，他在福冈以陷阱捕兽人为生，没人比他更了解周围的森林，包含了当地的植物、动物生态和森林中潜藏的危险。哦，这就是那个女术士希尔坦莎维耶。我从经验中得知，没有法师会不醉心权力，即使只举女术士来谈，野心也使其中很多穿针引线之事，推动国王和其他世界上的巨大力量运转。为了以戏剧性的方式控制这些要素，他们召唤精灵，扭曲命运，要求王家布告，或至少强迫别人用餐具吃鸡肉。这是为何像外号科维尔独行者的希尔坦莎维耶这样的魔法师和其他的如此不同。希尔女士至少表面上不以干涉政治出名，而是将时间用在研究上。她的严格、平静而镇定，和其他女术士不一样的。她并不表现出她的女性魅力，她也不玩弄男人，不在任何场合向他们卖弄风骚。不过，我在此对自己说老实话，没有了典型的女术士，这世界明显会变得贫乏许多。哈哈，最初希尔坦莎维也出现在福冈这个偏僻城镇的原因是个谜，不过随即明白他是为了巨章鱼怪而来。术士很乐意使用奇异的怪物的内脏作为魔法准备的材料，他也不例外。